How do you see that link between you as a social media motivational speaker and the link to people's impressions of Speechify?
So I had a lot of conversations actually about this with Richard Branson. So Richard's brand is different than Virgin's brand. So Virgin is like playful, young, good-looking people, etc. His brand is similar, but he could take risks that Virgin itself would not necessarily take itself. Right? In the same way, Elon personally takes risks that Tesla does not take. And so you could be more edgy as an individual. Similarly for Speechify, Speechify is not a dyslexia company, but I am dyslexic. And so in a lot of our early marketing, we had to think through the idea of, I don't want to alienate people who don't have dyslexia from not using this product because it's for someone who has like a specific condition. And so the most well-performing ad for us last year was a rap song I wrote about my experience with dyslexia that got like hundreds of millions of views. You know, the beginning is like, I never understood as a kid why the words on the page kept flipping and jumbling. Well, every other kid in the class just running through pages, I'm tripping and stumbling. And so it was me telling my story, but nobody felt alienated by that because it was me telling my story. And if you had dyslexia, you felt called to the app. And I didn't mention the word dyslexia in the song. And so we were able to acquire a lot of users there, but without alienating someone who might not have dyslexia. There's like a Cliff story that's one of the files when you download Speechify. And we find that a lot of people will message me or message the customer success team because that story touched their heart in some way, shape, or form because they had a very similar experience growing up. When you build a B2C consumer-facing company, you have to think about customer acquisition channels. So for us, the biggest channels are Facebook and Instagram ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, search engine optimization, email, there's a few more. Social media is actually tiny in relation to those. And to be honest, I have not cracked how to use organic social media to acquire users en masse. It's one of the actually weaknesses, I would say, of Speechify. I have a good friend, Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast. So Jimmy has like 170 million subscribers on his channels across a couple of them. And he can launch products like Feastables or Beast Burger, but the unit that's most important to Jimmy is views. The unit that's most important to me is words listened. Because if Jimmy increases the views, he's literally world-class at this, he can sell whatever he wants. When you see me working on social media, you're seeing like a toddler flopping around trying to figure out how to master a new acquisition channel. And if you check in with me 5 years from now, I will figure out how to use social media to acquire for Speechify en masse. I haven't figured it out yet.